Hello, viewers. We have in our studios here in Accra one of Ghana's past rising musicians who have carved a name for himself and is billed to perform in London on June 26th at the African Sustainability Concert. He's a musician that is not well known, maybe to some of you, but you love him when you see him perform on stage. Welcome, Gema.
Thank you.
To our studios.
Thank you.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, sir.
I can see you are doing all right. Good. You have been billed to perform in London on the 27th of June 2026 at Harrow Hall. And what you're going to do is more or less global, okay? And it's part this African Sustainability Concert. The flagship event combines entertainment with purpose, bringing together leading African artists, sustainability advocates, and global stakeholders. The concert is anchored on the theme Sustaining African Culture, Climate and Collective Action. The event positions sustainability not just as a policy issue, but as a cultural involvement driven by people, creativity, and shared responsibility through music, performance, and dialogue. This African Sustainability Concert UK 2026 is a call to action. It invites organizations, policymakers, and individuals to be part of Africa's sustainable future, to celebrate excellence and to champion the continent's role in shaping global sustainability narratives. Headlined by celebrated African artists including Obibini, Yele, Enu Baron, and Gema Whiting. This concert is going to be hosted by Gloria Adwa Safo. Now, Gema, briefly tell us what the name Gema means. It's Gema Whiting, right?
Yeah, it goes Wahi.
Yes.
So yeah, Gema stands for someone who has who got game. But also it stands, people mistaking it for like a gamer and someone who play games. So I have a slogan which says a gamer no console, because I don't play games. Yeah, I just got game. So yeah, I would say gamer means I got game, and YN is my initials for Yao Jako.
Yeah, break. That's it. So how did your music journey begin?
Okay, so I started music at a very young age when my uncle used to work with the likes of Daddy Lumba and all those people. So they used to come at home. They used to come at our place sometimes to visit him. And how long ago is this? That was around like 2007, 2006. Right. I was just a little boy. So yeah, around that time, they used to come around. Daddy Lumba, Ofurian Bonsai, and all those people. I remember again one time Ofurian Bonsai was there. And I don't know if you know the Sardine song.
I bet it.
Yeah, so that song was about my mom. He was talking to my mom and he's like, "Oh, bring me sardine." And he went home and he did Aquantaberry sardine. So yeah, so it has been like something that has been with me growing up. So this twins, their name is Traffic. They won a talent show, which is a Nescafe talent show, and my uncle used to send me to their place. They had a guitar, so most of the time when they are playing, we all be freestyling and stuff. They say, "Oh, Nyako, that's my name." So they be like, "Nyako, do something," and I just be freestyling, and I just fell in love with it. So I have been doing it since then, but professionally started in, like, let's say 2017. Yes, I started professionally 2017 when I met.
To be professionally, I mean, did you need that you joined a reality show or something? And
no, after high school, when I went to high school, I used to rap a lot. So I got a name for myself in high school. So right after high school, I met Lyrical Joe. And yeah, my first record was featuring Lyrical Joe. Yeah, that was like 2017.
Yeah, okay. So, what makes your music sound different from the others, or some music sound unique?
I would say it's my message, because mine is the kind of music I make is personal. I preach about how we as humans can actually help ourselves and evolve. Most and I love to fusion the Afro music with the hip hop as well. So yeah, I'll say that's what makes me different.
Okay, what do you mean? I mean, you mean the Afro beat with
Yeah,
the foreign beat or whatever?
yeah. I fusion it with the hip hop. So like I have a song titled Banga Reunion, which I did that you can hear a bit of amapiano in it, a bit of hip hop in it, and a bit of Afro in it. Yeah, so I like to mix the instrument.
Okay.
Let's say the percussions. Maybe you hear a hip hop song, but you can hear some African drums in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can hear maybe an Afrobeat song and some African drums in it. So yeah, I'll say that's what makes my sound unique.
And you started by saying that your music can personal. What do you mean by personal?
I mean personal, like I talk about the day-to-day life of human beings, as in
Right.
how we as humans all can just our daily life. Let's say, okay, we should be honest to each other, like those kind of messages. I love to preach clear messages as well about.
Okay, so how are you prepared for a big performance like this in the UK?
Okay, so I'm very prepared for the show. Yes, I've been prepping towards it. So yeah, I'll say I'm well prepared for it. And I'm just saying everyone should watch out for the best, because we are coming to actually do the best.
Is that the first time that you are kind of traveling out of the country to do a performance or been to other places worldwide?
So I've performed in South Africa. Yep. And I think Togo too as well. And I've been to other places, but it wasn't for performance, it was for radio interviews and stuff. Yeah. But outside Africa, this is my first time.
How successful was that trip?
It was very good because after I was in South Africa around November, December, just a month after. South Africa was not material on Spotify, so I would say that was it.
Nothing. That's fine. Now, what inspires your lyrics or beats? There could be some inspiration you got somewhere to create your lyrics and beats.
I would say it's my story. My story growing up and how I watched people treat other people because they had less. So all those things motivated me to actually know the kind of things I'm supposed to say. So I love to make some songs for the less privileged, and I make some songs for people who are enjoying life too as well.
So kind of have compassion of people who are being mistreated. That's fine. Good. So what message do you want fans to associate with your brand of music? What message?
I would say my message screams loyalty, because that's one thing I'm really focused on, like we actually being loyal to each other. So my music always talk about between humans, how we are supposed to help each other, how we are supposed to loyal to each other, hold one hand and put them on the next step. And that's one thing I say my message screams about.
Okay. Now, what does culture play in your music? Culture, what does it play in your music?
Culture plays a vital role in my music in such a way that I would say mostly I like to talk about in my sound. You hear some percussions and stuff which are cultural stuff, and mostly I like to talk about I love to use some proverbs and stuff. Let's say I have a song titled Amsterdam. I think in the second verse I was like Obia Brantio, me miss you. And that's like something which is really, really serious, because I'm talking about Obia Brantio. Like, I'm just a young man. I'm not here to take yours. I'm not coming to hurt you. And I'm not gonna say something to bother you. I'm just in my own. And I'm praying that one day me too I get mine. So I'll say, yeah, that's one aspect of aspect of culture I like to infuse, which is me talking about the struggles as a young black man living in Ghana, and how we are actually wanting to evolve.
Can it better be one day? Yeah. And that answers my next question, which is message you want fans to associate with your brand. That's my next question, but you just answered that.
Yeah.
So how do you balance fun and meaning in your music?
There are some songs I make them for fun. Sometimes as humans, you are supposed to enjoy life. I have a song titled Killers. That's a full let's dance, let's boogie kind of sound. And I have
Killers.
Yeah, Killers.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have other songs which hold like a song about jobless, which is titled Gen Z Girl, which means like, which speaks about the Gen Zs, how everyone is trying to like run so hard, trying to make it out of this wildlife. Yeah, so my messages are mostly like about everyone trying to make it and praying that things get better for us. So I'll say, yeah, that's one thing I like my fans to associate with me.
Good. Now, you have been billed, like I said earlier, to perform in the UK come June 27th at the Harrow. What should the audience expect from your performance? Because it's going to be a big stage, and there's going to be people from diverse cultures who come to the concert. And what should the audience expect from your brand?
They should expect the best, because actually I have a song with Ovini which is out there, and you performing it together. So, and that's our first time performing it together as well. So that is going to be mapped in. And apart from that, my set is going to be mad, because I'll be doing a whole lot of stuff apart from the music. Like, I'm making sure that the set is actually nice, and there's some cultural stuff happening there as well. So all the best, all good piece stuff happening.
You perform alone, or you got some back guys who perform together?
No, I perform alone.
From alone, that's there. Okay, who would be your dream collaboration and why?
I'll say Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, that's a high one there. But that's happy to do. Okay, now we spoke earlier about this African sustainability concept in the UK. Like I said, it's going to be a big stage, and a lot of people from the diaspora, African continent. I mean, it's for policymakers and people in the music industry and people in the property industry are all going to convey at the sustainability concept. Do you envisage that you may do some networking to get other people in the within the team to engage you in future performances? How prepared would you be to take up such a challenges or such invitations?
That would be nice as well,
because I know it's a good platform to showcase yourself, and I know you welcome invitation from other people. So how would you take that on?
So that would be great. I think networking is one aspect of our work which is really important. So yeah, I'm looking to network with a lot of people, and any good stuff that comes up, I'm ready for it.
Good. Now, thank you so much for this short interview, and I wish you well in the UK come June 27th. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. This will be your host, Dr. Erikachi, talking to Gamer YN, an up-and-coming musician who has been billed to perform in the UK in June 27th. Catch you up in the UK. Thank you.